This is Dan Aziz, coming out of Cool Box Gym, future the light heavyweight division. Big up, supporting Icon, make sure you like and subscribe and follow.
Right, I want to talk about Anthony Yarde real quick. Now, I'm a big supporter of his for many reasons, most notably because he's British. As you know, on this channel, I'm always biased, shall we say, to British fighters. People say I should be professional and neutral. Well, that would just be a lie, wouldn't it? And one thing I don't do is lie. Now, Anthony Yarde is an exceptional talent and certainly one for light heavyweight and potentially cruiserweight. For me, he should be cruiserweight. He's massive, right? But if he can get to light heavyweight without any too much issue, then more power to him, right? But he's a big old unit and I like him a lot, and I do believe he's one for the future, no doubt. He's currently had 15 fights and 14 of those by knockout. I'm going by memory on this one, so if I'm out by one or two, I do apologise. But he's a phenomenal talent. Okay, now the latest story is Joshua Buatsi. Joshua Buatsi has been calling out Anthony Yarde. Buatsi's only had half a dozen fights. Very, very new into it. Had a pretty good amateur career, no doubt. And he's managed by Anthony Joshua as well, and of course promoted by Matchroom. Anthony Yarde promoted by Frank Warren. And yet again, you see Buatsi, he calls out Anthony Yarde, and Anthony Yarde doesn't seem interested. He wants it to be a big arena fight, a stadium fight. Well, historically, we don't really get that with light heavyweights. It's not really a division that's popping. Now, hopefully that changes at some point. I really wish it would, but abroad, especially over there in America, is where light heavyweight really is popping, with the likes of Bivol and Adonis Stevenson, now Badu Jack and Kovalev, and previously Andre Ward, and many, many others. That's where it's popping. Over here in the UK, not so much. So a huge stadium fight between Anthony Yarde and Joshua Buatsi, that is never going to happen as far as I could see. It really isn't. Now, I'm hoping to be wrong on that, of course, but I don't see it happening. But this is just another example of Anthony Yarde, and this is why I say, is he the next Wilder? Is he just going to cherry pick his way through the damn his career? Is this what he's going to do? I said, I'm a big fan of him, and I don't want to talk down to him, because this isn't about his talent. This is about his choices. Yes, he's only 15 fights in, no doubt, but the thing is, at this stage, he should be fighting domestically, but he's not. He's not doing anything even close to it. You know, he calls out Frank Buglioni, but when Frank Buglioni already had a mandatory set in for his British title, he's offered a chance to fight Jose Burton for big money. No, Frank Warren doesn't want him to do that. He doesn't want to do that. He's going down the WBO European route. Why are you going down that route? You haven't even cleaned up domestically yet. So he's going to go to European, fight, let's be honest, journeymen. They're absolute garbage, some of them. And he's not stepping up. And then he becomes the #1 in the WBO for the world rankings. Again, this is typical of a Frank Warren fighter. Always going WBO route. Much like Bob Arum, always going WBO route. Clearly they have some kind of friends, conflicts of interest, maybe, with the WBO, right? But regardless of that, why are you going that route if you're not prepared to have a title shot? So he was offered a title shot against Betbiev. So why is he not doing that? He turns it down. He turns down Jose Burton. And now he's making excuses about Joshua Buatsi. He made excuses about Callum Johnson. What is it that you want to do, Yarde? Really, what do you want to do? Do you just want to cherry pick all the way through? I'll tell you, okay, we are not like Wilder fans here, okay? We will not accept cherry picking. We will not accept these journeymen going on for too much longer. We expect more than what you're giving us. I'm not saying that, you know, he should be fighting Betbiev, but at the same time, he should. I mean, if Frank Warren is getting him into this position, then clearly you wanted to be in this position. What's the point of climbing the rankings if you're not going to have the damn title shot when you get a title shot and you decline it? And you decline against all the local guys. Jose Burton, Joshua Buatsi, Callum Johnson, Frank Buglioni. You're going to still fight him? No, probably not. So what is it that you want to do? I don't want to be doing this kind of video, but I'm sick of it. Always an excuse. I don't know whether it's him. I don't know whether it's Frank Warren. Frank Warren just doesn't want to work with any kind of matchroom fighter. But yet Eddie Hearn has said, these guys can fight on BT Sport. It doesn't have to be on Sky. It doesn't have to be run by Matchroom. If you want Buatsi, he's quite happy for Buatsi to go over to BT Sport. Same with Callum Johnson, same with Frank Buglioni, same with Jose Burton. Why are you turning these guys down? You get a title opportunity, you turn it down. What is it that you want to do? Don't con us. Don't do it. Don't do what David Haye done, because this will not be tolerated here. We will not tolerate that. If you just want to fight journeymen and learn in fights, fine. But these ones are, at this stage of your career, 15 fights, you should be fighting domestically. Not European. You shouldn't even be ranked by the WBO. But no, you want it to be ranked. Well, there's your title opportunity. No, I don't want that. So what is it that you want? There's only so much that fans are going to take. There's only so much that we're going to say, yeah, you know, he's really good. Yeah, really good against bums. Step up, man. Step up. Go take Jose Burton. Go take Joshua Buatsi. Oh, well, Buatsi, you know, he's only had 4 fights. So he's willing to fight you. Should be an easy night's work, right? Go do it. Are you scared? What's wrong with you, man? We all want to support you, but you're coming across as a coward. You're coming across as pussy. Stop turning down all these fights. What are you going to do next? Fight another guy with, what, 20 wins and 15 losses? Is that what you're going to do? I'm getting sick of him, really. I'm tired of him already. Yes, he's only had 15 fights. Yes, he's learning. But don't put yourself in this position of becoming a championship challenger and then turning down the damn fight. Don't think that I'm going to be bigging you up when you're not giving us anything in return. I want to see you in there with our local lads. I don't care if they're from Matchroom. I don't care if they're from Cyclone Promotions. I don't care if they're from Haymaker. I don't care where they're from. You damn well fight them. Or we are going to stop talking about you. We're going to stop pumping you up. This is not good enough. Not good enough. If Buatsi calls you out, you accept the challenge. Callum Johnson, you accept the challenge. Jose Burton, you accept the challenge. You prove that you are the best. If you work your way into a mandatory position, #1 challenger for the WBO, well, why do it if you're not going to take the fight? Take the fight. WBO title, domestically, or journeyman. You're going for journeyman. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Joshua Buatsi is willing to fight you after only 4 or 5 fights. You take it. Stop avoiding people. We do not accept Wilder-esque kind of fighters in this country. We don't do that. All right? Just so you know, right now, we do not accept cherry picking. We do not accept cowardness. If you lose, you lose. If you win, great. A loss is not the end of somebody's career. Go out there, get a scalp of Buatsi. Now you're getting a reputation of being a coward, and I don't want that for you. Don't get it into a position where I'm trashing you video after video, because I will do it if you don't start stepping up. I'm not asking you to go on there and take on Kovalev or Stevenson or Badu Jack. I'm asking you to take on Jose Burton, Joshua Buatsi, Callum Johnson, Frank Buglioni. These kind of guys. This is what I'm asking you to do. Why are you not doing it? Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.